So here's a little more on this burnishing business here. As you can see up here, what I did was I put the oil on according to the instructions and left it for about 30 minutes. And then I took just an ordinary drywall sander that I'd kind of worn out, and it's probably like 200 grit on it or something right now because it's worn down. And I put some oil on it and I rubbed it over, and that's called burnishing. And what happens then is you get a little sawdust mixed in with it, with the oil, and it fills the pores in the wood. Mahogany is such a porous wood, and when I had this in the water before, I had varnished it, and the varnish always was in bad shape. So what the guy I read up on the internet at 3 this morning, because I didn't want to varnish again, suggested was that I could put it on, burnish it, and do this for, he said his rule was seven times in 7 days, or yeah, 7 times in 7 days, and then 4 times, or once a week for a month, and then once a year. The nice part about that is you don't have to scrape the whole boat down. If you got one little area to fix, you can always just wet sand it again with some oil. So this is particularly nice in an area here. I had a couple areas like that above there where there were little gaps in the wood, and they were too small to put Sikaflex or a filler in. So when I did this with my wet sand, it made a little paste in there, and I was able to fill that wood up, those tiny little cracks there, and hopefully that's it hardens in there. But this is going to want a few more coats, but already it looks better than it ever did with varnish. It has a patina to it. This is a 55-year-old boat. I don't want it to look like a brand new boat, but I do want it to look nice and tended. And this is going to really do it for me, I think. It's a Chris Craft Corvette, but you could do this on any wooden boat, I think, or for a piece of furniture or anything like that. So all you do, I'll show you how to do it, is you take that and you rub it in, and see, it makes a paste, a heavy paste along the side, and it's also smoothing your wood as you go a little bit more, but it's creating a paste. And instead of rubbing it off, you're actually filling the voids, and then after that's done, then you rub it off, and that'll be your waste part that you take off in this particular instance. As you do this, it just starts to shine. It's amazing how the wood comes alive. It must really like this. Kind of says, yeah, sand me, sand me with that oil. Anyway, it's a lot better than what I had in mind when I got up this morning. Thank God for the internet and people that are brave enough to post their expertise on it. And again, that's Penofin Penetrating Seal, or Penetrating Oil Finish. It's rosewood, Brazilian rosewood oil. I like it because they have the color sable, and somewhere I read about sable as being the Chris Craft color in the 50s, so that was the only place I could find anything named sable, and so that's why I buy that. I want to stay as close as possible to true on these colors in this renovation or retrofit of this boat. So yeah, works like a dam. And you need to put a few more coats on it, but you won't ever have that scraping of varnish again.